Hello everybody. So it is past 3 a.m. here in Hong Kong. Kind of tipsy, so I decided I wanted to have a chat with you guys. Why not? You guys have never seen me drunk, and well, this is your rare opportunity to see me kind of drunk. So let's talk about when I came out. I came out to my mother when I was when I was 17 actually. You know what? That's not even true. Let me tell you the total truth, okay? And I want to warn you guys right now that some of the things that you might hear today might be kind of shocking. So if you don't want to hear about my coming out story, you should stop watching this video right now. All right, you guys ready to hear the truth? Well, the truth is, I didn't come out to my mother. I was going to. I was planning to. But she caught me in bed with a guy, and that's how I came out to my mother. It wasn't the way that I intended to come out to my mother. It certainly wasn't the ideal way. I mean, she saw me naked with another guy, and no, that was far from how I wanted to come out to my mother. I had to kick my boyfriend, he was my boyfriend at that time, kick him out of the house before my mother could yell at him. And then I had to try to explain to my mother that I was gay. I remember not being able to look at my mother in the eyes, but I knew this was the perfect opportunity to tell her the truth. And so I tried to tell her the truth, but she insisted that I was going through a phase, and she insisted that I was confused. So I think we chatted for a good 2 hours, and after realizing that she couldn't change me, she decided that she's going to disown me. I didn't know how to react to that. All I knew was that I was sad, and I kind of regretted that I was gay. And I thought I would have done everything possible to become straight if I could. But I knew that was impossible. I wanted to believe that she could accept me and understand, but it was obvious that she couldn't at that time. And so she made it really hard for me to live, at home, and so I decided to leave. I really wanted her to accept me. I really wanted her to love me for, who I was. I really did. And when I realized that she couldn't, I was devastated. After I came out to her and I was still living at home, sometimes she would wake me up in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. in the morning, and yeah, she would just wake me up and she would throw the towel at me and say, did you use this towel? I don't want to be using the same towel as you because you're gonna give me AIDS. I've never really felt worse in my life. I mean, maybe I have, but up until then, maybe not. And this went out like almost every night for weeks, and then I finally had to leave. I was 17 at this time, and I didn't know where to go, but I knew I couldn't stay. So I stayed with this guy who I hardly knew, but he took me in, and he was a drug dealer. I wasn't particularly happy, but I mean, it was my life, right? So I had to move on, move forward, and I was like, fine, this is my life. I just gotta deal with it. It took my mother 2 years to accept me as gay, and for her to realize that I'm still her son. 2 full years, and that was a long time. Well, it seemed like a long time, but you know what? It was worth it. My mother and I, we have a really good relationship. I can be open about my life completely with her. I think coming out brought us closer together. Coming out to your family and friends is not an easy thing to do. I know that. But is it worth it? I have to say it is. It is, because you get to share a big part of your life with the people you love. I remember reading in a book somewhere, It went something like the harder the obstacle, the greater the reward. And I think in this case, it applies. I know it's not easy. I know it isn't. It's a very difficult thing to do. But have courage. Remember that I'm rooting for you. I am. And if you ever need to talk, just let me know. I'm here for you. I think I've talked enough. It is time for me to go to bed because it is really, really late or early in the morning, depending on how you look at it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Good night, everybody. I love you all. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.